Sick of having your defense busted up by the screen? Then this video is for you. I'm Big J Gleez, and get ready to elevate your game to the next level as you learn how to defend every screen in Madden 15.
Come on, relax.
So the first screen that we're going to take a look at comes out of the shotgun normal for you old school veterans, or the shotgun doubles. And this is basically where we have a receiver on the right, a tight end, and a running back. And this is a typical slip screen. And the best way to defend this would be to take both of your linemen that are on the outside right and man them up on the running back. And you see that they run over, they take away the cutback as well as the outside lane and basically tackle the running back as soon as he catches the ball. And right here we're going to man up one of the inside and outside defenders, and you notice that the pursuit angles change, and the game does that. Depending on the coverage, depending on the type of player that you have manned up on a certain player, their coverage will change. So you have to make sure that it's the two outside most players, or at least from a 3-tech out. And that will help ensure, right here you can see that both players are in position, one to tackle the running back and another one in the trail position in case that guy were to get spun. And that's what you want. You want a guy that's going to be there for the tackle and a guy there for the cutback. We're going to try to use the same tactic against a 5-wide set. But as we run this, you'll notice that the defenders are inside and they're not in position to make the play. So it doesn't really work. So what we're going to have to do now is we're going to have to change up what we're doing. First thing we're going to do is man up the defensive end on the outside receiver, and then we're going to spread the line and put our defensive tackle in a flat, and that's going to change the pursuit. And you'll notice that the defensive end is now able to get outside and make a play on this, and there's also guys on the inside to take away the cutback lane. So this combination is extremely important when defending the 5-wide screen. You have to also remember that the screen is to the right side with the trips. So it's not really going to be run to the left side, though there are plays that do run screen to the left, but they're not really that effective. Right here, you're going to notice a play that I'm running where I have outside leverage on all 3 receivers, and I blitz the 2 outside most defenders. Now in this, you can get a pick, and you'll notice right here that our corner, Richard Sherman, winds up jumping in front of that ball. If you click on, you can hit Y and pick that off. I've done this in game. This does come with a slight risk. It's a risk versus reward type of play. This is an easy way to get a pick. If someone's abusing screen, you can run this. But if you don't have your guys in perfect position, they can get blocked. So it is a high risk, high reward situation. And you'll see right here, my defender also, who's on the inside now, jumps in front of the ball. And you can time that, hit B, hit Y, and then pick it off. And 9 times out of 10, that's going to be a pick 6. And we'll see right here in the instant replay, the defender does get in front of the ball. And we'll notice that because of the positioning of the defenders, we'll notice also that they can't make a block. Now what you can do in that situation as well, you can set that up but have a zone behind it once you find that someone's not running screen against you when they see that setup. So it will deter them from screen, and you can also have coverage behind it. And you can then begin to play a mind game with them. So right here we're going to get into the gun trips halfback weak, and this type of formation is important because with the motion we now have screens to 2 players on one side of the field. So manning someone up isn't really going to be consistent, because if I man the receiver up and they run the screen to the halfback, it's not going to work real well, and vice versa. So if I man people up to the running back and the running back stays in the block and they throw the screen to the wide receiver, then it's not going to work either. So we have to come up with something different here. So what we're going to do here is we're going to use a double flat combination. So we're going to spread the line, we're going to run double flats to the right side, and then once they run the screen play, we're going to notice that our defense actually runs over, they cut off the pursuit angles, and we're able to make a play. The positioning of the defenders on the inside is of extreme importance as it takes out the cutback lane, so the running back or receiver cannot cut to the inside. We're going to take a look right here at the halfback screen as we motion it over, and we put the wide receiver on the right on a vertical. And the same combination of flats takes away the running back screen and is very good defensively. We have guys both outside and on the inside, again, to take away the cutback lane. The next thing we're going to take a look at is the halfback slip screen to the left. Now this formation has screens to both sides of the field, so it makes it extremely difficult to defend. But what we're going to do here, we're going to run double flats to both sides of the field, and what we're going to do is play over top with our safety, and when we see screen, we can run down for extra support. Now both of the sides of the field are now covered against screen, so you can't run screen to either side of the field. But you have to think, is there something that the offense can do? Is there a way around this? And there actually is. And when someone is doing this to you, this is, I guess, an offensive tip as well, you can take your running back from the left side to the right on the slip screen, and you can run it. And when you run this, it becomes almost like a middle screen and puts your blockers in better position against the flat defenders. So this puts our defense in a really bad situation. So what we have to do now is understand the options of the offense. And what we're going to do here is we're going to man up the running back on the left side, and then we're going to run the flats concept to the right side. And what that allows us to do is take away both screens to both the halfback on the left and the right, as well as the wide receiver screen on the right. So with this kind of defense, they are not going to be able to run screen. Once you notice that your opponent understands this and they begin passing the ball, it is then that you can begin blitzing them and having more of an attack style defense. For those of you that are unsure about how to change your defender's coverage, you have to select a defender that you want to change, hit the A button, and if you want to put the defender in the flat zone, then hit left on the D-pad. If you want to man that defender up, hit up on the right stick, and then click the icon that's over the top of the head of the receiver that you want him to be manned up on. I suggest practicing this in practice mode, getting good at it, and getting fast at it. Because most offenses are going to run at mock speed, and you're going to have to do this at a speed similar to the fashion that they're running their offense. Use these tactics in online games as well as money games to help earn some side money and get some wins under your belt. Thanks for checking in. It's Big J Gleez signing out. I hope you learned something, and if you did, click that subscribe button. Thanks again, and continue to game strong.